and we will get rolling. Awesome. So I've got everything set up here on my phone and then here over here on my computer. So if you see me bouncing back and forth, that is why I'm not talking to some invisible person. All right. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about building a six-figure income from an online business. This is easier than you think. And go ahead and give you the website right now. I'm going to go ahead and flip this around so you guys can actually see. Okay, that you can read that now. Empoweredpassiveincome.com. That's where you're going to go to get more information, to get started, any of that. So put that in to your browser, and then that's going to take you to get all of the information about building a six-figure income. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. My name is Lee. I am a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids, and it has been the best summer of my life because I found this way for me to be able to make money from home, right where I am, right in the situation I'm in, and around my family. So that's, I'm up before the kids are up to get most of my workday done. We're going to be talking about a 2-hour workday that I'm following a proven process, a blueprint. And so I'm going to be going through all of it with you in this video. But again, if at any time you're like, okay, I'd love to be able to check more out, I'd love to be able to learn how this works, then just go to my website, empoweredpassiveincome.com. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. Again, so excited to be with you. We're talking about building a six-figure business, six-figure online business. This is easier than you think. So it works out, if you break down the math, to about 300 and some odd dollars per day to be able to hit 6 figures for the year. Now with the products that I promote, I make 100% profit off of these, and they're also high value products. And so that's how I'm able to bring in large amounts of income versus having to sell something that's, say, like $9. I would have to sell a whole lot of those to be able to hit 100,000 for the year versus selling a higher ticket item where I'm able to, sell one of those per day or, even less and be able to hit a number like 100,000 for the year. So I'm going to be breaking this, exactly down for you. Again, my name is Lee. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm nobody special. I actually started brand new here on TikTok with 0 followers, no account. I didn't even have the app. I had to go get the app. So really anybody can do this. You don't have to be somebody. You don't have to have this huge, gigantic following to have success with the blueprint that we're going to be covering today. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this first part. Anytime you sell anything online, anytime that you are looking to make money, I don't care what it is, whether it's online or not online, in person, you need something to sell, right? And so that first piece is to go and get yourself something to sell. You can create something. You can go to a site like Canva and go and create something yourself that you could sell. But what I did and what I, the reason why I chose to go this route, I'll explain here in a second. But what I did was I went and I made a one-time investment in a product that was already done for me. Doing that, I was able to save myself gobs of time. I was able to save weeks and months of having to go out and create a website, having to go out and create a product. This was completely done for me. And so with these products, they're in the e-learning industry, is the fast growing industry out there, and it is the biggest industry out there. So right now, in the year that we're in 2024, this is 1.2 billion per day that is being spent on e-learning and learning how to run an online business and learning all of the ins and outs, because our whole world is going digital. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Our whole world is going digital right now, right? Everything that used to be kind of physical in front of us is now going online. And so people are needing these tech skills. They're needing to learn how to, kind of live life now in these days where everything is digital. And so people are looking how to, make money from social media, how to monetize their social media, how to build a brand, how to build a following, how to build an email list. all of those pieces that go into business, people are going online and they're searching for products to be able to help them. They're going to social media, wherever that is, and they want to learn how to have these skills to live in this new world that we're living in. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. So right now, this is a $1.2 billion per day industry. This number, this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg, because over the next couple of years, this number, instead of 1.2 billion, this is projected to grow to 3 billion per day. And this is by 2027. So by 2027, this number is expected to hit $3 billion per day. So let that sink in for a minute. But if you could be successful with anything, selling any, you would want to be in this industry, right? This that is the fast growing, that's going to be at 3 billion per day. There's no other industry out there like this right now. There's no industry that is as big as this right now, or as growing as fast as this right now. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. If you've got any questions, I would love to be able to answer. I'm talking about building a six-figure online business using done-for-you products that you don't have to go and create. Because as you may think, okay, I don't have anything to teach. I don't know anything about selling in the e-learning industry. I don't know anything about online business. With what I offer and how I make money online is having a product that has already been created for me, so that I don't have to go out and try and figure out all of this myself. It's a proven product. It's offering a proven system. And so with that, it saved me weeks and months of time of having to come up with something, having to come up with my own course, having to come up with my own program. And then, just hoping that it works. With these products, there's 4 different products, and all of these are based in the e-learning industry, but all of them are a proven blueprint. They are step by step by step that I know will get results for my customers. And so knowing that, I'm like, okay, yes, absolutely. That makes so much more sense than coming up with my own thing, hoping it works and hoping that my customers would get results with that, right? I want to offer something that is proven. I want to offer something that is going to help change people's lives. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read a testimonial for you. Actually, I'm going to take you down over here so you can see this, because what is possible with having a business that's built around these done-for-you products, it's more than I could even, I didn't even know that anything like this was possible. So I want to just show you some of the testimonials that are coming in from having done-for-you products. Let me see if I can get you guys flipped around here so I can show you. This is our newest member. That is, her name is Carrie. And so she hit $100,000 just a few days ago. Our newest person who hit $100,000 is what I should say. So over the last 67 days, she hit that $100,000 mark. So she goes on to say, never in her wildest dreams did she ever think she'd be one of these amazing success stories. She had all these limiting beliefs of, who am I? Who will listen to me? What do I have to say? But she committed to it. 67 days later, she hit that $100,000 mark. But inside of our community, there's wins like this happening all of the time, of people who are jumping in, people who are making their first sale. And so we have actually a wins tab where I go through pretty much every day. Anton, so he said Monday's a good start for another $900 day. He said, happy Monday. We start a high note by $900 from just one simple email. Sonia, two $900 within a few days. So she made $1,800, just in a matter of a couple days. $600 while watching a movie. First $900 sale, first sale $100, $1,000 in 11 days. So 11 days in, and I made $1,000 passively. So that's Allison. I'm able to afford my son's school uniform and pay for tuition fees. We got Emily $1,000 today before 12 p.m., $2,900 in the last 8 days while she was traveling. So it's so inspiring to see what can be done with a product that you didn't have to go and figure out. You didn't have to go and create. So I again, I never imagined that this was possible, selling something that, that I didn't even have to put hardly any time into. So everything is done, including the website, including the products, and knowing that this is proven to work. I'm going to go ahead and take, all right, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how sales like this come in of 900, 600, 300. And I have had, so what with these products, all of these, again, they're in the e-learning industry, and we have what is called master resale rights attached to those products. And so when you invest in the products, so like I made a one-time investment in myself to be able to have this, to be able to save myself the weeks and months of having to go out and create something, of having to go out and create a website, of having to go out and create, a program or a course or something to sell. But with those products come what is called master resale rights. And so that means that you have the right to sell all of those products. And so with this, you actually get 4 different products, and that gives you 4 different income streams. So imagine like being able to jump in, have a product that's already done for you, and having those 4 income streams. Now, these 4 income streams, they are at 900, 600, and 300. So you saw in our community, and then 100. So you saw in our community people who had 2 of these $900 sales. They had $1,800 coming in, over just a couple of days. One of those testimonials I just showed you, that is because one of those products is our $900 product, which is called our Legacy Builder. And that is actually our best selling product. So when I say a 6-figure business and building a 6-figure business, that is completely doable. That's actually, more like selling the $300 product on a daily basis. $900, that actually is $328,000 a year. So again, a 6-figure online business is completely doable, even for somebody who is just starting out, even for somebody who has, no idea how to create a product, no idea how to create a website, who has no following, who has no tech skills, who has no experience. And so that is what I really love about having these products that were already created for me and done for me. It's given me like this huge head start of being able to get in on this, what's going to be a $3 billion per day industry, and then to have these 4 income streams that are coming in. Now, with those master resale rights, what that means is that all of these amounts that you see here as your income streams, those are 100% profit. With master resale rights, it means that you own that. So that means 100% profit into your bank account, into your pocket. So it's not that you're selling it for somebody else or promoting it for somebody else. You're not like an affiliate, and then the person who created it is making all of the money and you're making like 25% or a small portion from that. You make 100% profit on all of those income streams. And so with that, that is why, 900 and 900, that's $1,800, 2 sales, like a cup, just, even in the same day, to have $1,800 hitting your bank account. It's because of this, it's because of this 100% profit, why that money, is able to stack up so fast, and you're not just making a small portion of that. So I'm going to go ahead and actually break kind of what the math behind this is down on our $900 Legacy Builder, because that, again, that is our best selling product. It is the number 1 selling product. And so when I was looking through the different products that we offer, and I was kind of deciding, okay, which one do I want to go with? I knew that because of the master resale rights that were attached to them, I knew that if I didn't get the 900, and because it was our best selling, I knew that if I didn't get that one, that I would be leaving huge amounts of money on the table. And for me, it would have been leaving like a huge percentage of my sales on the table if I had gone with one of our lower products. And it's not to say that you're not going to benefit from those other products, but for me, I knew I didn't want to, leave any money on the table. So with this product, it's our $900 Legacy Builder. I want to compare this to you being an affiliate for another, say, program or course or whatever it is that's out there, because there's tons of affiliate options that are out there, but they almost, they all pay, none of them pay 100%, right? So with this, first, the one that we're talking about, again, this is 100% that you're making, but with any other affiliate out there, you're making something like 25%. And so with that, when you're an affiliate for a program and you're making 25% profit, you're going to have to sell 4 of those to be able to make $900. So we'll say 4 equals 900. When you're making 100% profit, how many of those are you going to have to sell? Just 1, right? So 1 equals $900. So in the same amount of work, amount of time, and we're going to be talking exactly about this, what this looks like. It's actually 2 hours. It takes me 2 hours to be able to bring in $900. Over here, this would take, quadruple the effort, 4 times the effort to be able to bring in that same amount. And so which one would you rather go with? Would you rather go with the 25% affiliate, or would you rather be making 100% profit? Like, put a 1 in the comments if you think this is the better option. For me, that was the no-brainer of, okay, yes, I want to make 100% profit. I want to have that 100% hitting my bank account. I don't want to be promoting something else where I'm going to have to do 4 times the work, put in 4 times the effort, put in 4 times the amount of the time. So for me, this was the no-brainer of 100% profit, right? Hopefully it is for you too. And then how these are sold, how I make my money and how I have built my business is all around an automated system, because I knew that I didn't want to do something that cost me more of my time. And so coming at this from a side hustle background is that I always have had to work harder to make more money. I've always had to put in more effort, put in more time. And so when I heard about our automation system, and a way to bring in sales on autopilot through a proven system that is going to happen in the background while I'm not working, I'm like, yes, 100%. That is what I want. I want something that's going to actually free up my time. I want something that's going to free up my life, that's going to get me time back with my kids, that's going to get me time back with my family. And so with this automation system, it is super, super simple how this works. And this is how we're able to follow a 2-hour workday. So I told you, that $900 product, that it only takes me 2 hours to be able to sell that product. Well, that happens because of this automation system. It happens because that automation system is there in the background working for me. And so the automation system is super simple. So again, this is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to be able to see exactly how the automation system works. And it is really simple. So it starts with your website, and then you're going to go there. So you can go to empoweredpassiveincome.com and you're going to put in your email. That is the start of that automation system. So with the products, you also get this automation system that is done for you. So again, the products are done for you. You don't have to go and touch them. Once you get your product, you can check that off the list. And then the automation system is similar to that. It's a proven system. It's a proven automation or sales funnel that works. And so this is 90 to 95% done for you. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But the point is that the products are done. The automation is also done once you walk through that little bit of setup. And with this, you're going to have your own website. And then when your potential customers go to your website, they're going to go and put in their email. And then they're going to be taken to a page where they're going to have a short video that explains what the products are, how it works, how our 2-hour workday works, and then how they can bring in money using this system. And so that is how the automation system works. It's also going to immediately start following up with emails. And email marketing is one of the best ways out there to be able to make sales on autopilot. Companies are spending, they're investing in email marketing because it works. It's what brings in sales when you're not working, when you're not actively, out there physically working, when you're out, at the mall, when you're out at the beach, wherever that is, when you're out at dinner, spending time with family. Those emails are what's going to follow up with your customers and bring in those sales on autopilot. They're going to bring in those sales clock for you, because I, as a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids, I know how fast time goes by. My oldest is 14, and then my youngest is going to be 2 here in a couple of weeks. And looking back, that's given me a perspective having an older one and a younger one, but how quickly time goes by. It does really go by so fast. And they say it goes by fast, but then you look back and it's like, oh wow, it was gone in the blink of an eye, and you can't go back and get that time back. You can't go and create more time, right? And so the best thing that you can do now is to say, hey, I'm going to take control of my life now, and taking charge of my time now, and not miss out on those moments now. And so for me, having that automation system out there working for me has freed up that time to be able to spend more time with my kids, to be able to, play with the baby, to be able to interact with my kids more, to not have to work around the clock, to have this automation system that's out there working for me. So the first day that I made a sale from this, it took a few weeks to get going with this system. It is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not overnight success. It's not. There are some people who will jump in and it's like they make their sale in the first, they make their first sale in the first day or two. For me, it did take a few weeks, but once that first sale came in, it came in from my automation system. I had no idea that, it was going to happen. I had no idea it was in the pipeline. I had no idea it was coming, but it came in from this automation system. I had actually put the baby down for a nap, laid down for a few minutes, and then woke up to like $100 sale. And so I packed the kids up. We're going out to ice cream. We're celebrating. I had a sale come in from this automation system. And so I packed them up. And while we were out celebrating, I took them out to ice cream. While we were out celebrating, I had a $900 sale come in from the automation system. Again, no idea that it was coming, no idea that it was going to happen. And it all happened because of this automation system. I wasn't having to go and chase, and I wasn't having to go and call people or get people, any of that. I wasn't having to message people, anything. It all happened because I had people in my automation system. I had people who had gone to my website, put in their email, and then were walking through that automated system of my emails that are out there working for me in the background. So you can go to my website here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to be able to see the products, but you're also going to be able to see the automation system in action and see, exactly how this works, and think, what would that do for you? How would that free up your life? How would that, give you peace in your life, help you sleep at night, knowing that you had a system out there like that was working for you, that was bringing you in $900 sales, $300 sales, $600 sales? How would that make you feel if you woke up tomorrow morning and you're like, okay, I walked through the automations, I set up the, the 5 to 10% that I needed to set up for this automations. And then I now have this out there working for me because I had that automation system. Just in that single afternoon, we were out, celebrating that first sale coming in. I had $1,000 coming into my bank account, again, at that 100% profit. So with this automation, again, 90 to 95% of it is set up for you. So that leaves you with about 5 to 10% where you need to walk through and set up your website. So you're going to have your own domain name, which is, your website name. And you're going to get videos that will walk you through step by step by step exactly how to do this. If you're like, hey, I don't know what a domain is, I have no idea how to get a website name, you're going to be able to follow along with this. And we have people in their 70s, 60s, and 70s. We have a 78-year-old our community who has followed the same process. He's followed along with these videos, and he's made thousands of dollars because he walked through and got these automations set up. So if a 78-year-old guy can do it, you can do it, right? If a 78-year-old guy can do it, pretty much anybody can do this. It's so simple to be able to follow through with those, follow step by step with those videos to be able to get your domain set up. So with this 5 to 10%, you're going to set up your domain, which is, your website name, but then on the sales page, which is also part of the automations, all of the web pages that you see when you go to my website, when you put in your email, all of those web pages that you're taken to were all created for me. I didn't have to go and have to figure out what to say. I didn't have to go and figure out how to build a website. I didn't have to go and figure out how to build a web page. Those were all part of the automation system that was given to me. And so with this, on that sales page, that is given to you as part of the program, as part of the products, as part of the automation system. With that, on that sales page, there's going to be a click, to purchase or click to buy button that your customers will click. And for this setup, you're going to be putting in your payment gateways. So when somebody clicks to go to pay, they're going to be paying you from that button. So you're going to set up for them to pay you into like your PayPal, into your Stripe account. So that is how you're able to make 100% profit. And so with that, you might be going, okay, I don't know how to do any of that. Again, there's videos that walk you through step by step. And so once you go through and you set up your website and you set up your payment gateways, you do that little 5 to 10% of setup, you're going to have those websites out there working for you, the web pages out there working for you. You're going to have the email sequence out there working for you. And so that at that point, once you do that setup, it took me like one afternoon to be able to get that set up. Some people are going to be a little bit quicker, others a little bit slower, but I put the baby down for a nap that afternoon after I had purchased my program, purchased my product. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this done. I put her down for a nap. And I had this set up in that afternoon while she was sleeping. And so it can be done. Like you could have this set up today for you. And then tomorrow morning you wake up and you're like, I have this automation system that's out there working for me, working in the background for me. It is that simple, like where you can be up and having a place to be able to take payments from your customers by tomorrow. So again, you walk through those videos that are going to walk you through step by step as far as getting your domain. So mine is empoweredpassiveincome.com. And then your payment gateways, check that off the list. That's another thing that once it's set up, once you follow those videos, you're not ever going to have to touch those again. So that leaves, our products done, our automation systems done. That leaves us with one kind of task or one final thing that we have to worry about, because if your product's done, your automation's done, what else is there? That is simply helping people discover your automation system, helping get them over to your website, helping them learn about if these products are right for them, helping them learn that, if they would love to be able to have a 2-hour workday, if they would love to be able to have an automation system that's out there working for them, a done-for-you product, a done-for-you website, a done-for-you sales funnel that's proven to work. And so welcome, thanks for joining in. So with this, that pretty much leaves us with just the discovery process. And so with the discovery process, this is all based around following a 2-hour workday. This works because you have those automations that are working in the background for you. It works because those automations are out there doing all of the heavy work. They're doing all of the heavy lifting for you. So it frees up the rest of your day. It frees up the rest of your time. So with this discovery system, this is about following a proven process. This is a proven blueprint. It's proven for a reason. And the reason why it is proven, the reason why that I know that it works, that I can say that it works, is because it's not just working for a couple of people. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. My name is Lee. We're just talking about making a 6-figure income online, following a 2-hour workday, 100% profit, $900, $600, $300 at a time. And so with this 2-hour workday, this is simply because we don't have to focus on following up with people. We don't have to focus on chasing customers because that automation system is out there working for you. We don't have to focus on product creation. So it's simply following a proven process to help people discover the system, help people discover your website, help people discover if they would love to have a business that's out there working for them, bringing them in sales, 900, 600, 300 at a time. And so with this proven system, again, I was just starting to say it's proven for a reason. Why it's proven is because it doesn't just work for 1 or 2 people. It doesn't just work for even 10 people or a dozen or 2 dozen or even 100. This simple system works for thousands of people. And I showed you earlier, for those of you who are just hopping on, inside of our community, thousands of people who are having success with this system, with done-for-you products, with a done-for-you website, with the done-for-you sales automation, with the done-for-you, email follow-ups. And so all you have to focus on is the discovery system to be able to help others discover this. And so I'm exactly, what this 2 hour workday looks like for me as a stay-at-home mom. But what I'm loving about it is that I'm able to fit it in around my kids' schedule. I'm able to fit it in my day. And it's actually been, more like an hour and a half. And even, not doing the full 2 hours is still working. It's still bringing me in sales because I've got, 4 kids home for the summer. So finding 2 hours for me was like a challenge, even, fitting it in throughout the day. So, but imagine, like, what would that do for you if you could learn the steps, like if you could learn this blueprint where you could put in 2 hours for the day. Maybe you're working a full-time job and you're like, okay, I don't know where I'm going to come up with 2 hours. Maybe you had a little bit of time in the evening, a little bit of time maybe before you start your day or your lunch break. And you learn this system, you learned how to follow this 2 hour workday, and you started bringing in $900 sales, $600 sales, $300 sales, and you built this amazing business where you're hitting that 6 figures in a year. Even the 900 a day, that's way more than a 6 figure business. This is actually 328,000 in a year, right? And so is this going to happen overnight? No. But if you could jump in and start learning these skills, start learning, the skills of online business, start learning the skills of marketing, something that's $900 where you're learning how to bring in $900 on a daily basis, following a 2 hour workday, what would that do for your life? What would that do for your bank account? What would that do for your family? So $328,000 a year, would that mean that you would be able to get all of your debts paid off? Would it mean that you would be able to buy a house? Would that mean like you could take your family on a vacation? Would it mean that you could go to the grocery store without having to worry about how much it's all going to add up to? You bet, right? And then the 2 hours a day, because this is more than about just the money. Like, money doesn't mean anything if you don't have your time. And so what would your time look like? Would you be able to, have that put in your 2 hours knowing, okay, you've done your work, you've done your income earning activities for the day, and then you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want? Like, would you spend it out like on a stand-up paddleboard, kayak? Would you spend it at the golf course? Would you go to the beach? Like, what would your day look like if you had the system that was out there working for you, where you're able to put in that 2 hours and then you had the rest of the day to do whatever you want, be able to spend more time with kids or grandkids? Yeah. So I knew that I wanted a system like this that was out there working for me, that had this automation system, this proven automation system to bring in sales with proven products, following a 2 hour workday. As a mom of 4 kids, I wanted that time back in my life. And my summer has looked completely different because I made the decision to start right at the end of May. And so my summer has looked completely different. You were almost, going back into school. My kids will be starting in about a month. But to look back over the summer and going, I am so glad that I did this because I can't get any of that time back. And so I'm so glad to have had that 2 hour workday where I've been able to follow the proven system. I've been able to have that automation system that's out there working for me, that has brought me in those sales at $900, $600, $300, $100, and be able to free up my time to actually enjoy my kids, to actually be able to enjoy life, to actually be able to laugh again and have fun, and to be able to not worry about how we're going to make it through the month of, oh no, the car broke and now I have a car repair bill. That's where we're headed after this. But to be able to have money that is coming in from this automated system, from proven products, from following a 2 hour workday has been huge for me. It's been huge to be able to, not just have the money, but to have the time and have the peace of mind and have, just being able to relax with my kids, enjoy my kids, and having that time with them while they're home for the summer. And I could not be more glad that I jumped in when I did to be able to enjoy the summer. And maybe, you're looking at the rest of the summer, maybe your kids are heading back to school, and you may not have that, same opportunity. But what would this look like for you, say, headed into the holidays? The holidays are just around the corner. How would this make your Christmas look different? How would this make your, that whole holiday season look different? Having that time and having that money, how would that look for you? And how amazing of a holiday could you have to be able to give your friends and family, your kids, the best holiday season of their life, and then being able to get to December 31st and go, I didn't go into debt this Christmas. I didn't go into debt, buying people things and giving people gifts. Like, I was actually able to enjoy the holidays. Like, how would that make you feel if you got to December 31st and you learned this system and you had this out there working for you and you had this money coming in on autopilot? I bet you would be feeling pretty good, right? And so, December 31st, January 1st rolls around. It's a new year. And you've learned these skills where you're bringing in sales $900 on a daily basis, because that's what it's all about, is you learning the skills to be able to make daily pay, learning the skills to be able to bring sales in on a daily basis, and learning the skills to attract a customer on a daily basis. And so with this $900, you hit 2025 and you've built up those skills. You've learned our system, and 2025 rolls around and you're like, okay, I'm seeing 900 and 900 and 900 and 900. That adds up to 328,000 for the year. You do that in 2025. You do that in 2026. You do that in 2027. What are you? You're pretty much a self-made millionaire from a product that you didn't have to create, from a website you didn't have to create, from an automation system that you didn't have to create. It is so simple that anybody can do this. And so with this discovery system, with our 2-hour workday, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what it is that I do to bring in sales on a daily basis, what I do on a daily basis during that 2 hour. It's actually been more like an hour and a half. What I do. Again, this is my website while I'm getting this erased, empoweredpassiveincome.com. If you want, you can go ahead and screenshot this while I have this up here so that you remember this, what we're talking about, because it is life-changing. It is so empowering when you understand exactly how this works, when you understand this system and how simple it is. And so with the 2-hour workday, I do 3 things. That is all I do during that 2 hours. It's actually more like an hour and a half since I've got all my kids home for the summer. But with what I do during that 2 hours, 3 things. So number 1, I plug into our community. I plug into mentoring. I plug into our trainings. I'm going to go ahead and plug in. We have 6-figure and we have 7-figure income earners inside of our community who are pouring into us on a daily basis. There are mentorings, there are live trainings. This is live and interactive to be able to have success with this program. This isn't like you're left hanging to figure out what to do on your own. This is a proven system. It is live and interactive, where you're being able to jump in and get feedback, where you're being able to ask questions and get them answered by 6-figure and 7-figure income earners. So part of my day is just plugging in to our community, plugging into those trainings, plugging into those mentorings. So like right now, for example, this we have a 90-day success sprint going on where we have like 5-6 minute short videos where we're getting that mentoring in addition to the live and interactive training that we can join in. Now, you don't have to join in those, but certainly like if you want to have success and you want to have the mindset of a CEO, like why would you not do that? Where else are you going to get access to a 7-figure income earner? So for me, this is part of my workday, is plugging into the community, plugging into those trainings, going through our 90-day success sprint. Tonight, we'll have a live call that's live and interactive. We're put in breakout rooms where we're able to connect, on a smaller basis with like 6 to 8 other people to be able to bounce ideas off of, and breakthroughs are happening in those breakout rooms because we have this available to us, because it's live and interactive and we're able to ask questions. So part of my workday is being able to plug in to that community. The other part of my workday is creating 3 pieces of content. And so with these 3 pieces of content, these are short, for me, they are short videos. Now you can choose whatever platform that you want to post these two. But for me, I chose to go with TikTok. And there's no real reason for that other than I saw other people having success with that. For me, it was like, I don't have a following anywhere. I don't have like, a group on Facebook, or I don't have, really an Instagram following. I don't have, for me, I didn't even have TikTok. So whatever platform I picked, it was going to be starting from scratch. So I'm like, okay, I might as well go with TikTok. It's a new platform. It's a growing platform. And so I had to actually go and download the app. I had to go and create an account. And so I just started that probably the end of May to start growing my account. And you do not have to have you do not have to have like thousands of followers. I'm under 1,000 followers and still able to follow this system and make money. And so with these 3 pieces of content, they're short little pieces of content. They can be, 5 to 10 seconds to 2 minutes. Like they're shouldn't take gobs of time of your day to create these. This is actually about 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes of my day. It did take me a little bit longer to even figure out how to do this, because I'm like, I don't even know what the plus what the plus button is for, like how do I do that? So it did take me a little bit longer at the beginning, but once you kind of get in that rhythm to create those 3 pieces of content, I'm looking at the 15 to 30 minutes of my day to be able to do that. And then I just post them throughout the day to that platform. So with this system, I'm never having to pay for ads. I'm never having to have like an ad spend or paying to promote. These are about using free social media, free sites, where it's not costing you anything to get your content and helping people discover your system, helping them discover your website. It's all free. So when I say 100% profit, I mean 100% profit, because it wasn't that, okay, I made a $900 sale, but I had, 500 of it go to ads or 200 of it go to ads. It was 100% profit because of those master resale rights and because of using free social media sites where you're not having to pay to post or pay to promote. And so with these 3 pieces of content, it's simply helping people discover this system, helping them discover your website. So again, mine is empoweredpassiveincome.com. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. We're just talking about how to build a 6-figure online business following and are having done for you products, having a done for you automation system, done for you website. And so with this, right now I'm talking about our 2-hour workday, because that is really all that it takes. When you have a automation system that's out there working for you in the background, you're just putting 2 hours in to help people get to your website and help get them to your automation system. So if you go here to my website, you're going to see exactly how this works. So you're going to go to empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to see a place to put in your email. That's where you're going to be able to get the blueprint. You're going to be able to see how it all works. You're going to be able to learn more about having a 2-hour workday, having done for you products, having a done for you sales automation system that's out there working for you. So that is basically what our 3 pieces of content are about. Again, that's 15 to 30 minutes of my day. And then the other thing that I do, because I said I do 3 things to be able to bring in sales at $900, $600, $300 at a time. The other piece of this is what I'm doing right now, and that is going live with you. Again, this is free. We get to hang out with people from around the world on free sites like social media, I'm over here on TikTok, I'm here on Facebook at the same time. Like the beauty of the internet and being able to connect with people from around the world. So for me, that is going live. The other for this, if you're like, okay, I can never do that, I can never get in front of on a camera live, the other piece that you could do as your alternative, as an option to this, is what are copy and paste ad methods. And so with copy and paste, the copy and paste ads, you are just simply copying and pasting over to a free ad site where people are going to look for jobs. So these are high traffic websites where people are going to be able to find business opportunities. They're going to be able to find ways to make money from home. And you're simply copying and pasting, right? So if you can copy and paste, this is a good alternative for if you're like, hey, I want to go live. Now, and a half ago, I was like, I would never go live. I can never do that. But here I am. So, things can change too. But if I have found for me that it's a good way to be able to connect with people. I love to be able to answer questions live. I love to be able to connect with anybody who's like, okay, I don't get what this is. So go ahead, in the comments right now, if you're like, hey, could you explain this? Or I've got a question on this. Go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm here for you. I'm here to be able to answer those questions. But I'm so excited to be able to share this with you because I've seen the power of change in my own life. I've seen the people inside of our community whose lives have been changed, but then I've seen it in life. I showed you some of those testimonials earlier, and with those testimonials, you're seeing people who have gone from poverty, who have gone from lack, who have gone from, basically on the verge of homelessness, and then being able to come out of that and have, the money to be able to buy a house for their family. I've seen people who have, another mom we just had that she has just hit the $400,000 mark, and she actually just, bought a house. They paid almost cash for their house because of this system, and like in a year is what she's made, $400,000 in a single year of just jumping in and saying, hey, I'm starting. I don't know what it is that I'm doing, but I'm willing to follow the process. I'm willing to learn the skills. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And a year later, she's looking back like, I am so glad I made that decision. I'm so glad that I invested in myself because, I was able to buy a house in cash. Like, what if that were you a year from now and you were looking back and saying, hey, I am so glad that I decided to do this. I'm so glad that I decided to jump in. And so again, this is the website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com, where you can go and see all of the products that are available. Again, I have 4 different products to be able to meet whatever, wherever you're at, as far as what it is that you want for the dreams and goals for your life. And then you can also see the automation system that is in action. You can see exactly how it works. You can see the web pages that you get. You can see those emails that you get. All I've done is tweak the emails a little bit to be able to, say, hey, it's from me, tell you a little bit about my story. That's all I've done. Those web pages, those are what were given to me. So I didn't have to go and create something. I didn't have to come up with something. I didn't have to figure out what to say. I didn't have to build those. And that's exactly, what you get. And so with this, it's simply, following a 2-hour workday that anybody can do. Again, this is the website where you can go here to check more out, to get more information, empoweredpassiveincome.com. And so what happens when somebody walks through, they discover your pieces of content, they discover your live or your copy and paste ad methods, they discover your website, and they're like, yes, I would love to be able to learn more. They're going to go and put in your email. They're going to go through your automation system, and they're going to be able to go to that sales page and be able to purchase directly from you. That's how you're able to make 100% profit. That's how you're able to have $900 coming into your bank account and not losing a huge chunk of it to somebody else. You're not having to lose a huge chunk of it to like a seller platform or anything else. That is 100% straight to you. And so at that point, when somebody discovers your website, and they discover how this works, when they go to your sales page and they purchase directly from you, then they become your new customer. And again, this is 100% profit because of those master resale rights, and because you have the rights to sell those products, and you are getting paid directly to your bank account, your PayPal, your Stripe account, whatever that payment gateway is that is set up, that money is coming straight to you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here, but this is really all it takes is having a product that's already done for you, having an automation system that is done for you, that is proven to work. With this, our automation system, 1 in 20 people who are learning about this, who are saying, hey, I would love to learn how to make money online. I don't know where to start. I would love to have a system that works. I would love to have a 2-hour workday. 1 in 20 people are saying yes. So all it really takes is letting 20 people know about this a day. And with the power of social media, with 5.5 billion people on the internet, even just a small fraction, that's still 1% is still 500 million people. Like, you can help 20 people discover your system a day. Like, that is not hard. All it takes to be able to bring in a daily paying customer, to bring in that $900 a day, is to have 20 people discover your system. And it was really that easy. And again, I do just 3 things to be able to make that happen. I go live, I create 3 pieces of content, and I plug into our trainees. It really is that simple. And if I can do it, you can do it. If a 78-year-old guy in our community can do it, you can do it. If women in their 60s can do it, you can do it. We've had, multiple in their 60s go and be able to retire early, to be able to get an RV, to be able to travel with their spouse. And I find that so inspiring, because I'm looking at people like that. It's easy to look at and be like, okay, if they can do it, yes, I can do it. And that was at the point where I was at when I was first starting this. And now I've been able to look back at my own journey and see how this works, for myself as well, of having sales come in from my automation system, of having a proven 2-hour workday to follow, of having products that are done for me, and to be able to make those sales of $900, $600, $300, $100, and having those come in straight to my bank account, 100% profit, not having to lose money out to somebody else. And it is changing my life. It's taken me from just barely getting bills paid, of just, working around the clock just to bring in, I was selling physical products. To be able to sell those physical products, it took me gobs of time. It took me having to ship, and it took time away from my family. So to have this time given back to me, I feel like I've been given this amazing gift of getting that time back with my family, of getting, having this 2-hour workday, of being able to follow. So I want to leave you with this final thought, that if you could jump in and learn the skills to be able to make pay on a daily basis, to be able to attract a customer on a daily basis, and to learn how to bring in that 900 per day, that 328,000 for the year. Again, is it going to happen overnight? No, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but it's about you learning the skills to be able to bring in a daily paying customer. So 328,000 a year when you get to the place of being able to bring in pay on a daily basis. And if you were to hit that and jump in now, this is the beginning of August. This fall, you're like, I'm applying myself, I am learning, I'm going to learn this system. It is proven. It's working for thousands of others. Why not me? You jump in, you learn those skills, and 2025 rolls around and you're at the place of seeing pay on a daily basis, 328,000 for the year. I want to leave you with that one final thought of what would that do for you? How would that make you feel? How would that change your family's life? How would that change your family's financial trajectory? That could change your family for generations to come, because that's what this is about, is helping you create a legacy. It's called Legacy Builders for a reason. So I want to leave you with that final thought, that you can do this wherever you are, whatever time that you have. Even if you have no tech skills, even if you have no following, this system can work for you. It can work for anybody. Again, if we've got 78-year-old people doing this, following this, making money from this, you can do it too, my friend. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here, but thank you again so much for joining me. I will be back here tomorrow to be able to share more with you. Again, you can go here to the website to be able to get more information, to be able to see the products that I offer, as well as to be able to see the automation system in action. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, and I will see you inside soon. All right, bye.